I think, a risky proposition if you look at the history of the internet in the last 30 years.
Thank you, Tim. Alexandra, we'll turn to you.
Well, I think what we have tried to do is look at AI as a technology. And what AI is today is a power structure. It's an enormous power structure. Just let me give you two examples. I think the first one is the monopoly on information that large language models now have. If we increasingly use those large language models to produce text, that text goes to the internet. This is what AI models are trained on. You see how big the influence is. And we're already seeing that, for example, NewsGuard showed that there was a Russian disinformation campaign that produced text just to train AI models, and 30% of that material spreading disinformation about the war against Ukraine in Russian and Ukrainian language ended up in those large language models, in those AI chatbots. There are other examples from Elon Musk even being proud of saying, well, we tweak the algorithm, we change the output of Grok. So if you control the global knowledge production, this is pure power. And we see in the US the attack on universities, the attack on teachers, the attack on education in general. This is a global effort to reduce knowledge, to reduce the access to objective knowledge and to control the knowledge production. The second point is that AI is an infrastructure. It's about data centers, it's about satellite, it's about undersea cables. Where does this information travel? It's about having your products and services used by basically every European company. I speak for the European Union here as a European Parliament lawmaker. So that gives you a power to blackmail people, very simply. And now we see many of these companies teaming up with President Trump as basically their first lobbyist, who is asking the European Union very, very actively and threatening us with visa restrictions, threatening us with sanctions, threatening us with tariffs, that we make a big exception for US companies that don't have to abide by our laws. So this is attacking sovereignty as such. This is taking away the sovereignty from the people. If we believe in democracy, the sovereignty lies with the people. And what some of these tech companies, together with the Trump administration, are saying, no, we decide what you can do. We decide your regulation. We decide your legislation. We decide whether you can or cannot protect your people. And that is totally unacceptable. And the third point is, where does the added value go? It's the value extraction. I hope Tim will elaborate on that a little. Because the big promise is an increase in productivity. But where exactly is that increase in productivity? Is that really in the industrial production? Or is it more the possibility to have less workers you need to pay? In that case, those workers were paying taxes. Now they might need social services. So where does the added value go? Does it stay in Europe? Does it stay in the place where you employ the AI tool or the infrastructure? Or does it go to a different country and is not contributing to the welfare of the people living in that country? That are the big questions. On the other hand, what is the solution? I think it is actively engaging in that space. I'm not only a lawmaker, I'm also a founder of the Eurostack initiative. That is a movement together with the industry to build a European digital infrastructure. And this is not about creating a wall around Europe. It's about breaking up those walled gardens, breaking up those monopolies, creating open standards, using open source software, creating a network of companies producing AI technologies, AI tools, and everything that goes with it, the infrastructure that goes with it, not only in Europe, but also all over the world by companies and jurisdictions that do not want to accept that power structure, but that want to keep that technology open and servicing the people and not just a few billionaires.
Thank you. Farida?